everyone.
What's poppin'?
How y'all niggas doing today?
We doing real fucking good. What's good?
First and foremost, I want to say happy 713 day.
Okay,
you know,
what's up,
H-Town,
bitches?
we're going down. By the time this episode does come out, it won't be 713 day anymore. But the day we recorded it, it's 713 day.
And you know why today's another fucking special day?
Why, girl?
Happy 20th episode, bitch!
Ow.
We've been in the game for 20 motherfucking episodes. Y'all been following for 20 motherfucking episodes. And if you haven't, keep following our motherfucking episodes, because that's what you can find us where?
At the Real Sip and Spill on everything except
Twitter. And that's Sip and Spill 1.
And the girls are back at it again with another messy ass episode of Sip and Spill, where we create conversations all while
sipping wine.
I go by the name of Thug motherfucking Sammy.
And I am ambitious too, turned up to Ray. What's good?
We are too turned up today. It's our 20th motherfucking episode.
And I'm gonna remind you, all fucking episode is our 20th fucking episode. If you didn't refer to the beginning. Okay.
So let's get into some fun facts today. Mine is I used to be a Hooters girl.
That's my, well, it's not my fun fact, but I used to be a Hooter girl too.
Yeah.
Why did you choose to be a Hooter girl? Because I think that's always like a good story, like a backstory. Like,
honestly, it was a way for me to make quick money. You know, I was 20, 21 at the time. I was young. I was hot. I was skinny. You know, now I'm a little thick. But at the time, I was like,
you know, it's crazy because when I worked at Hooters, I was actually at my fattest.
When I worked at Hooters, I was 120 pounds.
When I was at Hooters, I was like 150.
Yeah. And I'm 5'6". For me to be 120 pounds and 5'6",
that's super
really
skinny. Damn,
yeah.
bitch. She was probably in the X. You know, they only had like they had three sizes. They had small, extra small, and extra small.
Yeah, I was in the XX small. I mean, I feel like Hooters brought me into like my sugaring stage. Like the first time I've ever had like my first sugar daddy, and the first like gotta spend like a whole crazy amount of money was Hooters.
Yeah,
I feel like Hooters introduced that lifestyle to women.
Yeah, they
or
did.
Bombshells or whatever.
It did. It makes you think that shit's okay, which it is.
It is okay,
know? Especially when you're younger. Okay, because that's when you need it the most.
Right now I'm too old. I know I'm not too old, but now I'm in another level of sugaring.
She's more seasoned.
Yes.
She wants more than just sugar.
Exactly.
Okay?
I need like someone who pay like, you know, my student loans, a car, my rent. You know?
Hello, rent.
I'm not accepting no $100 sugar daddies no more.
$100 sugar daddy where?
They ain't doing shit for me.
So my fun fact is I'm one of those weirdos that already have my kids' names planned out.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never thought that far.
I think about my kids' names. I think about the fact that I want twins. I want to get pregnant only once. So I'm one of those weird people that's like, yeah, when I get pregnant, I'm going to have twins, and their name is going to be da, and blah, blah, and I'm going to have a happy little, like, you know, I already think that far ahead, even though I don't want kids probably for another, like, 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, I've never thought of my kids' names before. I do want twins because twins run in my family. Yeah. My uncle are twins, my mom's sister has twins, and my mom's other sister has triplets. Ooh. So hopefully, cross my fingers, I'm getting twins.
I want twins. That's
one
all
boy,
I want.
One girl. Period. That's all I want.
Shit, 1 boy, 1 girl.
Yeah.
2 girls, 2 boys. As long as it's 2, and I'm done. That's it.
I feel you.
I don't think I'm gonna be like left out if I don't have the other gender. But that's why my name's gender neutral. I don't want to share it with the world because someone might steal it. So.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I said I don't want to share it with the world.
I know. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead with your bad self. That's what I meant.
So let's get into some wine facts so we can get into some tea time. Tea time. So, y'all know, if y'all follow me on my personal shit, I'm really big on black-owned businesses, on some big black-owned shit. You feel me? So, I reached out to this Houston-based black-owned Moscato, and it's called Grand Prix. I don't know if y'all can see it. Come on.
Let's put it up front.
Yeah.
Well, the camera's on.
The camera's on me. So I gotta put them on.
Okay, now we got it.
Grand Prix. So this is made by Signature Sips. It has natural flavors and it's made by Italian muscant grapes. It's served best chilled. This is a green apple flavored Moscato. And I don't know what it pairs well with because I've never tasted it. And
so it's going to be sweet.
It's going to be sweet because it's green apple. Or it might be kind of tart because, you know, green apples are kind of tart. True. So, I mean, I'm ready for this. You might want to eat this with, like, fruit. This is probably like a fruit drink that you drink with. I don't know. We going to figure it out. Ooh, pop bottles, beach. Okay.
Ooh, it's green.
It's green as fuck.
That's different. Okay, I see y'all. Y'all took that green apple shit to
the new extent.
Right.
And it's the fact that it's a Moscato, I'm like, ooh, it might be sweet. But we'll see. Come on. Let's see. Cheers to another messy-ass episode of Sip and Spill.
Ow. It reminds me of like some sour apple. You know that
It tastes like a Jolly Rancher to me.
that sour green Jolly Rancher. That's what I was thinking.
I'm
of.
impartial to it.
It's I feel like I'm drinking candy.
It's way too light for me. You know, I like things that got like.
I guess that's a good thing we took those 2 shots because this is not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's only. I don't know if I said it already, but it has 13% alcohol percentage.
Oh, okay, that's more than I expected.
Yeah, for the way it tastes.
It is, yeah.
But you know, sometimes with white people, we like stuff that we really can't taste, but then it just hit us all at once.
That's
I don't want that to happen to me. Not today.
Yeah, and if niggas don't taste it, they feel like it's not there.
Right.
But trust me, nigga, it's there. All right, so it's some tea time. So this has been the talk of the town for like 2 days now. So Ari it was Ari's birthday over the weekend, and Moneybag Yo cashed out on a bitch.
Yes.
He got her a Lambo truck. He put
Real
orange
Birkin bag.
Hold 5-6 figures.
Okay.
He put orange roses all over her card because he knows orange is her favorite color. He had a whole birthday celebration with her face all over the walls and the floor. Cute. He did the most for her. And niggas is hating. They're like, I ain't about to buy no bitch no Lambo truck. But nigga, do you have Lambo truck money?
Not even that. Wasn't it like just 2 months ago y'all niggas was begging y'all bitches to buy y'all PS5s? So if y'all niggas can't even buy yourself a PS5, so I wouldn't even imagine you buying me a fucking Lambo. The fuck?
You're right. I mean, I don't see anything. Moneybag Yo is in a different kind of tax bracket.
Yeah.
So the way he's gonna spoil his bitch is gonna be different than the way you can spoil your girl. Mm-hmm. You should spoil your girl when you love your girl. Spoil her. So spoil her to how much you can afford to your extent. Don't look at Moneybag Yo and be mad at him because he can spoil his bitch different than yours. And if your girl is comparing you to Moneybag Yo, leave her. Right. Because that's not cool. Whatever you can financially do, it's cool with me. I don't expect a Lambo truck from a regular ass nigga, but it'd be nice.
Not a regular ass nigga.
You know, but I do expect some flowers.
Yeah,
some,
flowers, chocolate, something.
Yeah,
things that you can afford. And I don't understand why you mad. Because it's like.
They can't buy their bitch a Lambo truck, so they're mad.
We said they can't even buy themselves a PS5.
That's right. They can't afford any of that. So don't be mad at her. Don't be mad. I know somehow. We're somehow getting straight bullets off of this. Like, oh, bitches want Lambo trucks now. Who asked for a Lambo truck? I know you can't afford one.
But if you did give it to me, why would I be upset? Like, I think I'm just happy for sis. Like, if she happy and she glowing, and if that's why she going to war for that dick. Exactly. That is exactly why she gonna go. Because he's doing things that
what she did to get that. And he said himself, you can't expect Chanel with Michael Kors pussy. So clearly she got Chanel pussy. So that's why she got a Lambo truck.
she got a Lambo pussy. The fuck?
Right. And the whole baby mama came on Instagram all masked about it's not the hoe, it's the nigga. It's not the hoe, it's the nigga. We were together 9 months ago. Blah. So she's upset that he bought her a Lambo truck, but he didn't buy her anything for whatever reason.
Because they were together 9 months ago. But you gotta understand, it's levels to it. It's like you be on different type shit with someone else. It's like, even if I've been with a nigga for like 9 months and then I meet a nigga for 2 months and I like more, like, he probably just really like Ari more. It don't matter if you his baby mama. I'm sorry.
We don't know what Ari is doing for him. We don't. She must be doing the most. She might be cooking,
cleaning, fucking, sucking, everything that she want to do. And guess what? It worked, bitch. Hello, give us some tips. Drop some gems. I understand
why she hurt, because I'll be hurt if I was with a nigga for 9 months and he buy his next girl a Lambo truck. But I'm going to be hurt in private, because I take my L's in private. I'm about to go on Instagram making a fool of myself talking about her because she did nothing. What did she do? She did nothing but deserve a Lambo truck.
Exactly, like we said, because like I think she's been getting bashed. She gets bashed so much on Instagram or in general that it's like if something happy is going on in her life, let her be happy. Can we let her at least have this moment? And y'all can talk about her next week. Like,
Twitter niggas are upset. They are upset about this Lambo truck, and I think it just shows you like you see something and you wish you can do it. So instead of being happy for it, you hate on it, and that's what it is. It's
Cannot fucking relate.
You know, I ain't expecting no Lambo truck from a regular ass nigga. So unfortunately, I was such a Glee fan. I watched every episode of Glee. I cried with the Flynn episode because we know Flynn died in real life. But one of my favorite characters, Naya Rivera, has been missing for the last 5 days. Yes. And recently, they said they found a body. They haven't confirmed if it was her body. But there was a body found in the same lake that she went missing on. And it was just so sad because the whole situation is kind of sketchy. Because at first, it was both her and her son missing.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, they found her son on the boat with a life jacket on by himself.
Yep.
And then she's missing. And then her son said himself that his mom jumped in the pool, yeah. Ocean, or actually the lake, with no life jacket on and never came back up. And you can see, and he said to her that when they found him, her life jacket was still on the boat. Mm-hmm. So it's just very sketchy and very weird how the whole situation is playing out, because I don't understand why you would go to a lake and jump in the lake with no life jacket on.
I don't know. I think the whole story just sounds weird, just because how is it that, like we said, they were missing. Yeah. Then she was missing. He was found. So it's like, how is it? Because, you know, if you go somewhere with your child, wouldn't they be missing with you? Like, I mean, and the safety of her child will be her number one. So why wouldn't she want to put her life jacket on too?
That's what I'm saying.
It don't sound right to me.
Feel like, was it a
it's some foul play?
Or did someone do something bad to her?
It has to be foul play, because I think that if it was a suicide, I think she would take her child with her, because how much she loved her child. She would always post like, it's just me and you, like it's us together, like against the world. So if it was a suicide plot, like,
why would she take her child with her?
Why would she take her child with her?
Yeah.
Like, just like that one woman on Instagram Live when she was it Instagram Live or Facebook Live?
It was.
Facebook Live. She tried to kill herself and her kids. Yeah. So if it was a suicide attempt, I would think she would try to take her child with her. But that's what I'm saying. This is foul play. She probably was in bed with some really messy, strong-ass white men, and they just decided it was time to off her.
Yeah, I don't know. And I was really hoping they were going to find her alive, because she would be the third Glee cast member to have been found dead. First one died of a drug overdose. Mm-hmm. Second one killed himself because they found child pornography. And now Naya Rivera. So
who the fuck is next? Honestly, who's next on Glee?
I don't want to say who's next.
Honestly, because I don't. It's weird though, but it's like every single year though.
It's another.
It's anher Glee character.
Yeah, every couple of years it's another Glee.
Yeah, and I think it's maybe because also goes back down to when you think of child stars, of like having to deal with so much at such a young age.
Yeah, because she was a child star.
Yeah, they were child stars, and like because they're in their 30s now, like they did all that shit when they were like early 20s. Yeah. And granted, even 20s are not considered being a child, but sometimes
it's still young.
It's still pretty young to be like in the spotlight at such a capacity that Glee was, because Glee was
big,
a big deal.
They had movies, they had concerts, they
had
shows,
musicals?
they had music. I mean, music, but they had musicals. They had all that.
They had everything.
Glee was
huge. A lot of them branched their stuff off of Glee and was on Broadway. So
that's
it's like
Big Sean said, my new girl on Glee and shit probably
make more money than me and shit. Like exactly. So it's a real sad story, and I hope that they do find her. Even if they don't find her alive, hopefully
they found her. Because TMZ reported.
It wasn't confirmed, though.
TMZ the news. I don't like.
I'll say it wasn't confirmed. And until we know it is, we're gonna keep hope alive that she at least is found. Doesn't even matter if it's alive or dead. As long as it gives her family some peace by her being found.
Yeah,
that's all we really need
right now. To bury.
Yeah, to bury.
Right.
So, but in other news, y'all, Masika and her messy ass. It was so funny.
Okay, I really don't know who she is. How did she get famous? Who is she?
She's Fetty Wap's baby mama.
Okay, so she's another baby mama.
Yes,
because I remember she was on Love and Hip Hop.
She was on Love and Hip Hop before she was on before she was his baby mama. She's on
Oh, so she was on Love and Hip Hop before she became Fetty Wap. So how did she get famous to go on Love and Hip Hop? Because you have to be some kind of fame.
Girl, I don't even know. No, I think some people just be. I don't know actually. Wow. Masika, what do you do?
I don't know what she does.
Well, now that we know that you're Fetty Wap's baby mama, that's what you're going to be known as. Even though you are more than that. You are definitely more than that. Because of all his baby mamas, I think you're the only strong, independent one. But I don't know, because I just speaking of what I've seen on Instagram. That's all I can really speak for. But, so, Masika was on a fucking date with somebody. We don't know who it was, because she definitely, like, scratched him the fuck out. She was like, I'm not hiding my nigga from the world. I'm hurting the world for my nigga. Because she was like, took myself on a date last night, scribbled this nigga all the way fucking out, but you can still see his hand on her fucking shoulder. I said, that's bold.
That's hilarious.
That is, I mean, treat these niggas as accordingly.
Right. She got detangled from her entanglement.
That's exactly what must have happened, because in my opinion, I ain't entangling myself with someone that's for the fucking streets.
Nope.
So for her, she probably was like, oh, this nigga was caught with another bitch. We was out last night. Make sure you know I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I am all for it. Sometimes you gotta, because sometimes when you post a nigga, he'll embarrass the fuck out of you. Like, that's so embarrassing when you post a guy, and the next thing you know, these girls come from work saying, oh, I was just with him last week. Oh, that's my fiance. Oh, that's my man.
The most embarrassing thing is talking to someone knowing that they belong to the streets. It's
That's
like
embarrassing.
It's embarrassing because you have to think about it as like, do I really like him? All the attention that he's getting. It's like you have to figure out what's a safe space for you to like. That's why we say we don't say no names.
Oh, that's just that's your whole situation. Because he belongs to the streets. To the streets.
To the streets you go.
But yeah, so this whole entanglement bullshit. So Jada, I didn't even know what the word. Well, I never even heard the word entanglement until Jada popularized it. Mm-hmm. And she called her relationship with August Alsina an entanglement instead of what it actually was, a relationship.
Was it though a relationship? We can't speak on it to be a relationship because we weren't there.
I mean, the way Will was pressing her, he was like, "What was it? An entanglement, Jada." So I feel like it was.
But I mean, if we're gonna break it down of what an entanglement is, because I did my research, because I like to not, I want to be up on it. I want to be hip. I want to be in the lingo. And an entanglement is simply, in definition, okay, it is a complicated or a compromising relationship or a situation.
She wasn't wrong, but it's just she was using a specific type of word to trick us because niggas are dumb.
Yeah, we are dumb. We had to look that shit up. We had to look it up. But for me, look at it as a woman that was trying to speak her truth. I think it was very commendable for them to do what they had to do.
Definitely.
We didn't even think they were going to address it.
Yeah, so when they had to control the narrative, though,
because they did.
All these crazy stories were coming out about what was happening, and it was like we don't even know what was going on. Y'all just made up these stories.
I'm gonna say we still don't even know what's going on, even with her telling us what happened.
Yeah,
it's still like we're still like
because it's none of our business.
It really isn't none of our business, and I think everyone is trying to make a mockery out of their relationship right now, and it's like, for them to sit down and have such an adult conversation and let us in, they did not have to do that.
Exactly.
So I'm like, who are we to like judge where or headspace that they're in? Because it took a lot. Because I couldn't even fucking do something like that.
And the thing is, Will did the same thing. The only thing is, Jada was forced to tell her side of the story. Mm-hmm. So because that
nigga was gonna kiss and tell. And if you bitch fucking Will, you ain't saying shit. I mean, if I was fucking Will Smith, I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to the grave with it.
It definitely wasn't August's place to say what he said, because it involves so many other people, and for you to just express that out there, and for it to not be all the way true, because Will said he never gave his permission.
Yeah, he did. He said he was like, the fuck? Why would I? I'm just like, what man in their right mind, even if him and his wife are like separated, why would he give another man permission to fuck his bitch in the house?
Right.
That just sounds wild.
Yeah, I guess he didn't want to seem like a homewrecker.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he wasn't, because they were separated. Yeah. But, I mean, he just looks dumb for falling in love with a married woman.
Yep, and that's what we said. You can't expect that from someone that was emotionally already unavailable. So.
Right. Which, I have a story just for that. I have my personal own entanglement. So, I was dating a guy I think we dated for a total of 9 months.
Okay.
9-10 months.
And dated, or were y'all like talking? Because you know how Sammy be saying dating and talking are like kind of interchangeable. So which one were you doing? Were you dating, talking, what? Where were you at? What
the
stage?
Dating and the talking was a total of 9 months.
Okay.
And he was cool. I really liked him. I actually wanted to pursue a relationship with him in the future. And we would hang out on the weekends. We would go on trips. I'm like, okay, this guy is...
Damn, y'all was going on trips,
We were going on trips.
Are you sure it was an entanglement? Because that sounds pretty, like, exclusive.
Oh, I thought it was exclusive, but it was not. So, yeah, so it ended up being an entanglement, because I thought it was more... I guess it was an entanglement for him, but it was supposed to be exclusive for me. And, a couple months in, I'm like... We're about to be a year now, and I'm like, okay, so are we gonna eventually get in a relationship? Because I've been only seeing you for the last 3 months.
Damn.
So
the cards on the table.
Yeah. So he was like kind of sketchy with it and whatever. So I was talking to my girls. I got my bitch canceled together, and they're like, if he at the time, and he's a 41-year-old man.
Oh yikes!
No kids, never been married. So I got my girls, and they were like, girl, are you sure he's not married with kids? Because why is it that he is doing all of this, but he doesn't want to be in a relationship? Because guys that age are usually ready to settle down.
Yeah, like yesterday.
And I'm like, bitch, you right. So I put my FBI hat on, got to work, went on the internet, and I found out that he was married already. Because marriage is public records, niggas.
Yikes.
And I printed that shit out. Went to him. Mind you, I've been seeing him, spending weekends with him, all of that stuff. And he had a whole different apartment set up just to bring bitches in while he had a wife in another another house. Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, niggas are that grimy.
That's a tangle if I ain't never seen an entanglement.
That is an entanglement, bitch. So I printed it out and I'm like, my girl would say his name. I was like, are you married? He's like, no, why would you say that? I was like, are you sure you're not married? He's like, no, I'm not. What the fuck is this? Girl, his jaw dropped. He was like, I can explain. I was like, yeah, fucking explain, nigga, because you over here taking me on trips. Where the fuck does your wife think you is? How are you spending weekends here with me? Blah, 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 blah. But he was a doctor. Okay. So his wife is thinking he's traveling, doing his doctor duties. When he's on the weekends with me, bitch. He is with me on the weekends.
That's a problem.
That is a huge, and I feel like that's where most of my insecurities and trust issues come from. Because how are you in a whole marriage and you have children with this woman, but yet you were able to you got an apartment just to cheat, solely just to cheat.
That is crazy.
And then you're gonna start a 9-month relationship with the person. Where was it gonna go? It wasn't gonna go nowhere.
It was not gonna go anywhere.
It wasn't gonna go anywhere. He was gonna leave me on till the wheels fall off.
Bitch, the wheels fell off.
The wheels broke off, bitch, because I got that fucking marriage license and shoved it in his face.
Damn.
You know?
Niggas really ain't
And it was harsh. Like, this guy bought me a car. He did so much. And I'm like, if a nigga's buying you a car, if a nigga's spending you money, if a nigga's, taking you on trips, something's wrong. That's a red flag. Because that's a lot of stuff.
I think, okay, so it goes to my entanglement stories.
Okay.
I think that my entanglement story is more like relative when we're talking about, like, Jada Pinkett Smith. Because, like, when she was in this, like, sitting at the table and just talking her truth, she was just talking about how she was incredibly broken. And she was, like, at a headspace that she just didn't know who she was. And she wasn't entirely happy. And I know that I was in an entanglement where when I was in that headspace, it was just pretty much whoever was convenient at the time to fill in the space that I wasn't getting for myself because I wasn't truly happy.
Right.
And I didn't know exactly what it was that wasn't in me, that wasn't clicking. Mm-hmm. But if there was someone there to fill that, it was enough for me. So with my entanglement situation, it was more of like, it was like the other way around. Like, I was being pursued, but I was very detached. And I was very, like, not trying to let them emotionally in because I didn't want anything with them. I just wanted them to make me happy when I saw them. It wasn't, like, something that I saw of substantial,
And promise. Maybe that's how he saw it. Maybe he had a situation where he was no longer happy with his wife. And I gave him all those, when you start liking someone, I give him all those feelings. Yeah. But it's not fucking fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair. It's because looking back now, I'm thinking that, like, I should never put myself in that situation because even to this day, I'm just like, I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. I don't, because even to this day, I'm just like, I was talking to this man for X amount of this time, and I'm just like, I don't even count it. Like, who was entangled? I wasn't entangled. It's like I'm in denial that I was even that in that headspace, and it's just like you said, it's not fair.
It's not
fair to him, and because I wouldn't even acknowledge the fact that I did that to him, even though I'm acknowledging it now. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
But that was like I was like 21. I was young.
I feel like if 21. You have a situation with someone, if it's something that serious. Cheating for one night is one thing, but having a whole relationship is a whole fucking...
Yeah, my entanglement was kind of like a relationship.
Yeah, that's a whole fucking...
And I was still like... I still didn't recognize how fucked up I was. But, once again, y'all, I was 21.
Right.
When you're 21...
That's different.
It's different.
This man was 41 years old.
Yeah, it is like my headspace. It's like, I feel like sometimes, even now, in my life, I feel like I go in and out of that headspace that I was in when I was 21.
Yeah.
But now I'm more mindful of, like, how I want to carry that through instead of just assuming that someone can make me happy.
Right.
Because I saw the post that someone posted, and they were, like, talking about how there was an interview with Will, and he was talking about how he's not responsible for Jada's happiness. Yeah. Jada is responsible for her own happiness.
And that's facts.
Yeah, he said she needs to find her happiness, I need to find my happiness, and if we can find our happiness together, that's a beautiful thing. And I said that's very important that most people don't understand when it comes to relationships or with dealing with someone. Right. Is that you can never make someone what they're not.
Exactly.
If they're not happy with themselves,
you cannot
make them happy. You can never make them happy. It does not matter what you give them.
And that's why it's so important for people to be whole before you get into a partnership.
Yep.
Some people manage to grow together and make that work. You know, but that's not for a lot of people.
That's not for a lot of people.
I need to be, the reason why I was so single, I was single for so long.
So single.
I was so single. I was single for so long because I knew, I was mature enough to know that I was not ready to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
I was immature. I was not, at the time, I only cared about is having guys pay for my shit, spend money on me.
Yeah.
That was all I cared about. So I wasn't dating for a relationship. I was dating to have money spent on me.
Yeah.
But here are some red flags to know if you are in an entanglement. If the person's in a relationship or married. That's the number one sign that it's not going anywhere. You are in an entanglement, bitch, or nigga, whatever.
Honestly.
Yeah.
One of mine is that what I said earlier, if your partner that you're with isn't emotionally closed off, like if you keep, like you said, you were seeing a future for this man and you was like X, Y, and Z, but they only give you so much.
Yeah.
That's how you should know you're in entanglement, because someone it does not respect you enough to let you know what it is.
Right.
Like when you're in entanglement, you just want to keep that tangle of happiness there while you figure out your shit.
Yeah.
It's never,
And if they're not giving you any idea that the relationship is going to progress.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if they're not making any future plans, if there's no weeds in the conversation, there's no, oh, I want to do this, I want to be with you. If they're not saying any of that, you're in an entanglement.
Facts.
Period.
Another way to know that you're in an entanglement is if you know little to nothing about them.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, once again, it goes back to my first statement. Like, if someone is emotionally detached from you or emotionally not invested in you, they're not going to try to tell you shit about themselves. They just want you to know as little as possible. Mm-hmm. But they would make, it's like such a mystery, but it's so fun in the beginning because you always realize, like, getting to know someone takes time.
Oh, yeah.
But if you guys are just, like, sitting down at the table and y'all are having, like, real conversations, you can see that their mindset is future tense.
Right.
Because if I don't got a future with you, nigga, I ain't trying to tell you about my fucking life.
That kind of reminds me of that episode of Insecure when Molly was trying to get more from the Asian guy.
And he was not trying to give her at all.
He was not trying to give her anything. But he wasn't in an entanglement.
His mindset, well, he kind of was in a compliment. Let's be real. That relationship was considerably very complicated.
No, I'm saying he wasn't with someone else.
But he was dating other people, remember?
He was dating other people
because he didn't know how serious Molly was about him.
Yeah.
So they were kind of in an entanglement that turned into a relationship but ended up breaking up because he was dating someone other people because he was like, you think you're too busy for me? Like, you think that I'm understanding, but it's like, you have to understand your partner. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was one time I agree with Molly that season because I was like, you know what? It's hard trying to get to know someone and that person's not giving you any details and you're telling this person everything about yourself. And he's just like, okay, what's up? Oh, cool. Oh, okay. So another way to know you're in entanglement, if the person's hot and cold. If 1 minute y'all are hot, y'all, you know, it's all good. Next minute, y'all don't hear from this person for 3-4 days.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, someone who goes in and out of your life is not serious about you. So that is an entanglement for real, sis. Or bro, whichever one is. Because I didn't know niggas get into entanglements like that.
I don't realize how much we actually in general get in entanglements because it's just like, you know, like the talking stages. It's like you try to fill someone out, and I think people got to understand consistency in the beginning is like probably the most important. It's like after like a few months, if y'all do fall off and y'all trying to see if y'all trying to get back together at a certain place, understandable if y'all go like a day or two without talking. But niggas be going weeks. Like, let's be real. It don't even be like days. Days are okay because it's like you don't want to get each other's ass.
Okay with me.
I think
in the beginning.
Okay, in the beginning, yes. But if you've been talking to someone for a minute and just like, you want to let them breathe sometimes. Because it's like, you don't want to be like, pick me. I'm the one for you. So, I mean, I don't mind that when it's like past the talking stage. But in the beginning, yes.
I hate when niggas do that. Because I was talking to this guy for a little bit. We were texting back and forth. Mm-hmm. And the last time he texted me was like June 20-something. Mm-hmm. And then he texted me last night at 1 a.m. Hey, girl, yikes. I read that shit and I did not reply. Because I'm like, this is we just started talking for like maybe a week, if that. And
we're only talking for a week.
A week, wow. And you already doing that.
The face of the earth.
Like, nah, like the beginning stages is so important for us to communicate. After we get to know each other, it's cool if we don't all the time. Because I know you're busy, I'm busy, but we know each other well enough to know it's okay.
It's understanding, absolutely. Correct. Another way that you would know that you're in an entanglement is that if they are unwilling to bring you into their life, as in like they don't want you to meet their friends, they don't really tell because if I'm entangled with you, you're not meeting my friends. I'm sorry. But if I like you, I'm bringing you around my ace boom coon. I'm over here like at least like showing a little bit of my friends to you, like little by little. Yeah. But if you're in an entanglement, you're not meeting my friends. There's no reason why. Look at your face. What?
Because Yeah, you should not.
Girl, you entangling niggas over there? Look at you. She said,
no, because you should not be meeting my friends. Because we're not even. But yeah. I feel that. I don't like you meeting my friends.
If we're not there. No. It's like, it's already one thing to tell your friends about this nigga. Yeah. And then it's another thing to actually meet him. Yeah. It's like, so this is the nigga you've been talking about, bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I kind of touched on this earlier before. If the person leaves you out of future plans. Yeah. You know, if y'all been talking for a while, y'all been dating for a while, and he's not inviting you to Christmas dinner, if he's not inviting you to Thanksgiving, if he's not even including you in a trip you want to go to, any of that, girl.
Yeah. It's definitely tangled up.
Guy, trust me, because girls love to invite you to
We do. And it should be little light shit. No, I don't want to invite you to things with my family. My friends, I will invite you with before my family. My family's like, because once my family knows you, they don't stop talking about you. And I'm sick of that shit. I hate it. So I think the last thing I think that for when it comes to being an entanglement is that they use the information that you give them as a weapon. Like, as in, say that, okay, something as simple as, say that you got your heart broken. Well, you got your heart broken, so that means you must not want to be in a relationship. And, you know, they use what you give them as a reason why they don't want to be with you. Yeah. So they'll, like, use whatever, like, you confided them in and be like, try to turn it into, as an excuse. So that's how you know you're in entanglement. When someone constantly makes a reason for why
not to be together.
Why not to be together. Yeah. I mean, because they're pretty much giving you back the shit that you told them. Like, I've been hurt before. I have trust issues. We have trust issues. So what makes you think you want to be in a relationship?
Ooh.
A what?
That is so rude.
That is crazy, but people do that shit.
Yeah. So I notice we always talk about red flags and bad stuff and how niggas ain't shit and all that. But we're never talking about the positive, the green light, the green stuff of, you know, of a successful relationship, I guess.
Yeah,
you know, how it's going to progress.
Yeah, how it's going to progress.
So someone who has open and effective communication.
Oh, that was mine too. So bitch, we on the same wavelength. I ain't even got to say my first one.
Yes, that's so important because it's one thing to communicate, but is the communication effective? Mm-hmm. Is it leading somewhere? Can y'all have an honest conversation with each other without it being someone's mad, someone's hurt, you know, someone's talking but they're not listening? Because there's a difference between hearing someone and listening to someone and actively listening to give them a reply based on what they said, and not a reply just to give them a fucking reply.
That's crazy.
You know,
that's where I'm at right now in my life. Because the best advice I've gotten, like over the weekend actually, was just like, be patient, like slow down, like listen, like
I'm all for that.
And because you know me, I'm sometimes when it comes to, I'm kind of reactive. I'm like, let's use the pool for example. Okay, Sammy went up to the pool without me and I felt some type of way and I was like, I'm gonna go home. She was like, why? And I'm like, because you went upstairs. And she's like, well, I had to go upstairs to get this so we can all go in. And me, instead of me being patient and like not reacting so fast, I think I'm a reactor, and I'm just like, what?
Which it would, because you'd have been more upset if none of us went to the pool and we all drove 45 minutes for no reason.
Bitch, it wasn't 45 minutes for me. How?
Okay, well, 30 minutes, whatever. But yeah, little stuff like that. I'm like, why are you even mad? Because we all
I know we all eating, but I'm saying that's the best advice I've gotten. So I'm gonna try to implement that more in my life of just being patient and just like taking things in and, you know, being an effective communicator and not just communicating. Because I can communicate with someone, but is it effective that they understand me? Right.
It's all about the language we use also. And I have to learn that too, is using the correct wordings, because sometimes it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. So if you're not saying something so someone can actively accept it, you're talking to a brick wall. It's no reason.
A thing that would be a green light for you to, like, you know, go ahead and just get up in that bitch. Right. Is if someone makes you, like, let you know about their life. Because we say, like, communication is, like, easy and effective, but sometimes people keep their past traumas and their childhood, like, to themselves.
Especially men.
Most men. Yeah. So it's like, if I'm sitting down with a man and I said, so how was your childhood? Like, do you feel like, how was your upbringing? And they want to make excuses for it, or they, like, I mean, it was cool. It was nice. You know, like, they don't actually go into, like, how their parents, like, operated together or in X, Y, and Z. I don't see any green lights for me. I think that you're just still hiding from the fact that you haven't dealt with anything. So to me, it's like, if you're an adult and you can sit there and tell me about some things that happened in your childhood that probably affected you a little bit, didn't affect you that much, but, like, just something.
I have a question. Do you think it's ever too soon to start having those conversations?
No.
Really?
Because that helps you learn someone. That helps you learn how to deal with them.
Yeah.
Just like with love languages. When you learn what people like, you know what to avoid.
Okay.
So when someone tells you something like, yeah, I mean, my parents used to always yell at each other and they, didn't communicate very effectively. You would know that getting arguments with them is going to probably make them shut down because they're not comfortable with confrontation because they saw it throughout their life.
Yeah.
So it's like, those are the kind of things you need to ask just so you know, because sometimes you are giving someone their triggers without even knowing that triggers them.
Right. So ask the important questions early on.
Because
you have to know if you want to even deal with this person.
Exactly. Because you don't want to be, like we say, like 3, 4, 5 months in and y'all get in an argument and they don't talk to you for 3 weeks because they feel like you disrespected them. But you didn't even know that was a problem to them in the beginning.
Right. Another, this is especially big for me, is someone who's spiritually and mentally mature. I'm really big in my faith. I don't go to church, but I do read the Bible and I pray pretty often and I meditate and do all that stuff. So I feel like it's important to me to have someone that is a believer in God. He doesn't have to be a big church person, but someone who can pray with me and, grow with me spiritually and have the mental capacity to be a mature human being is very important. So that's my green light for me. I just can't be with someone who's a non-believer, who doesn't even want to try. We don't even have to go to church. Trust me. I don't like going to church. I don't like religion. But you going to pray with me. We're going to wake up in the morning and we're going to read our Bible. We're going to pray. Period.
A green light for me is when someone makes an effort to understand you.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
That me personally, I know I'm a very confusing person sometimes because I always be saying what's understood ain't got to be explained. Or if I'm one of those people that just feel that I think that I'm so understood, but most times I'm very misunderstood because I assume that everyone knows what kind of person I am when people really don't. Mm-hmm. So I think that for someone to make an effort to get to understand you, it's a green light. Come on in. Give me some love.
The green light.
Give me just one night.
Hey,
I'm ready to go right now.
What's up? Ready to go right now. Another thing for me is someone that reflects that they're listening to your conversation.
Yes.
Let's say, for example, I'm pretty sure that Ari mentioned one time that she likes orange flowers, and he makes sure he put orange flowers in her car. And then let's say you tell your nigga you like orange flowers, and then he gives you pink flowers for whatever. That nigga is not listening to your conversation because he just gave you whatever fuck kind of flowers
he thought you would like.
You thought he was like, instead of actively listening to what you like and giving you gifts or whatever according to what you like. If you say, like me, my favorite thing is chocolate turtles. I love chocolate turtles. If I'm mad at you and you want me to stop being mad at you, give me some chocolate turtles. And if you bring that home, you don't get your dick sucked. You don't get your dick sucked from the back, okay?
From the back? Bitch, I ain't never did it. And I don't think I ever want to
I've never done it, too. I'm just talking shit. But, yeah, because I can't stand man ass in my face. But,
man ass.
Girl, because I feel there's a difference between woman ass and man ass. I don't feel like guys wash their asses effectively, because I saw this picture of a guy who wore a pad to, catch his dingleberries. And I'm like, instead of just wearing a pad, why don't you just wash your ass? Yes, he wore a pad so he can catch his little doo-doo stains on his ass instead of just cleaning your ass effectively. So niggas, see, this is how I wash my ass. I turn around, I spread my butt cheeks apart, and I let that shower water just fall in, okay? And after that, you get a rag and you wipe from the back to the front. Period. Wash your ass, niggas. But that has nothing to do with with what we're talking about. So a man that understands, listens to what I like, and then gives me gifts or does things according to what I like, that is a green light. Good. That is so beautiful because that means he's not only listening to you, he is paying attention to detail. And a man that pays attention to detail deserves his dick stuff in the back. From the back.
A green light for me would be that they accept you for you and your baggage, because us as being as adults, we're going to have baggage because we've been in past relationships, we've had past traumas, we've had everything, and sometimes we're still sorting that shit out when we meet someone. So I think that someone that can openly accept you and understand that, it's a work in progress, and that this is not the end of it, and that you're going to get better, and you're still dealing with something,
Yeah.
and not always throwing stuff in your face like of what you did or how you treated them. It's okay to reflect on certain stuff.
Definitely.
But living there and having actual moments where you're just like, well, you and your baggage because you don't trust people, or you and this and the third. So someone that makes an effort to really accept you for who you are is definitely a fucking 10 out of 10.
And I think it's very important that we also use past relationships as lessons to not to make the mistakes again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you fucked up one time and he or she left you because of that, try not to do it in the next relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is someone whose conversation flows effortlessly. I feel like if you can just talk to me. I like to talk like you're not like you're my homeboy.
Yeah.
You know, I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about the bitches you fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about you going to show. I want to talk about everything with you because I want us to be friends. I want us to be cool.
Yeah.
I'm also your girl, but you can also be open and honest with me. And an example of that is when D.L. Hughley got some other girl pregnant, and he's married.
While he was pregnant? While he was married,
yeah.
Oh.
And his wife was like, I'm more upset that you felt like you couldn't come to me and talk to me about it than you actually getting the girl pregnant. And I understand what she's saying, but I don't feel what she's saying.
No, I understand that. I think that being in relationships, you want to be the person that confide and not the person that they hide stuff from.
So I don't feel it, but I understand. Like, I want you to be able to come and talk to me about anything because I'm not going to judge. I'm like,
not going to judge you because I already love you.
I already love you.
So it's like we already trying to withstand the test of time. Don't let me be the last person to find out type thing.
Exactly. And then when the conversation isn't forced, when y'all can, you know, laugh, talk, giggle, make jokes, play, like all of that, that's beautiful to me. And that's a green flag. And that's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like my question is, why do you feel like entanglements are so common?
I feel like entanglements are so common because everyone wants to be a player, but no one wants to be played.
Yeah.
We always want to do the playing, but we don't want to get hurt. So we're like, who does it first? Because some people cheat first just so in case that person cheats, they already cheated first, which is weird to me.
That's so weird.
Yeah, like it shouldn't even get to that point. But that's the fortunate society we live in because people are at our fingertips.
Yeah.
Whoever you want to fuck tomorrow, all you gotta do is slide in their DMs, and we have access to people so easily. So that is why entanglements happen because we can easily access people.
Yeah, I think that entanglements happen because people don't want to spend time by themselves. They want to fill the spaces of time in between with something or someone.
Yeah.
Instead of really dealing with the real issues. Instead of if you genuinely do like someone outside of like when you just got out of something, that's something beautiful, cool, understandable. But I think entanglements happen because we want to have something without having something. Like you said, it's like you want to have something but not emotionally invest yourself into it. Because once you emotionally invest yourself, it's a scary thing.
It's so scary. Oh, liking someone is so scary.
It's scary.
That's what it's so hard for me to like someone because it's just having my feelings involved like that is just people who wear their heart out on their sleeves. Y'all are brave. Y'all are strong people because I can't just like people. It doesn't happen for me.
Yes, that's true.
People who are easily fall in love, easily like people, they're the weak ones. No, they're the strong ones because they're willing to put their heart out there. Mm-hmm. I'm not. Mm-hmm. I'm Doug motherfucking Sammy. So, hell no.
I think that liking people, it does change the dynamics of everything because you're always also, like I always say, you're always thinking about someone else. You're always thinking about their feelings and how this is going to affect them.
I hate that shit.
It is. It's
so ghetto.
It's so ghetto. It's so ghetto.
Yeah. So why do you think we get caught up in entanglements so easily?
We get caught up in entanglements so easy because complicated is easy.
You think complicated is easy?
Yeah, because working on so like they said, it's a complicated or compromising situation. So it's easy for things to get complicated when you don't understand someone's communication style. It's easy to get into something complicated when you don't effectively try to understand what's going on. Because, like you said, people...
But no one wants to try.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's so easy to get into those. Yeah. It's so easy for you to get into those because people don't like having conversations. You know what they like having? Sex.
Yeah.
People want to have sex and act like after sex, like you don't have to have a conversation.
Yeah.
They have to act like in between sex, there's no conversation.
Yeah.
Like if you don't communicate with someone that you are in an entanglement with and y'all are only just having sexual intercourse, it's really just, it's kind of like a friends with benefits type of situation.
Yeah,
it's not even really friends, because if I'm having sex with you and you don't even talk to me and see if I'm okay, like,
that's awkward.
It's really awkward. So I think entanglements in general, they're weird. They're definitely weird. And I feel like if you don't know you're in an entanglement, you probably are in an entanglement, because the shit feels so weird. Like, you're always confused. You don't know where you stand with this person. It's like when you it's like a complicated thing. So if you're always confused, you're probably in an entanglement. Chances are.
Agreed. So why do you think the whole Will and Jada situation was such a big deal? Because I feel like it's common what happened, what they went through, but why was it such a big media frenzy where it was talked about on Twitter, all these memes came out? Is it because they're Will and Jada and we've always looked up to them as we want love like them? Or is it because she's a woman and people judge women more harshly? So, what is it about?
I definitely want to say that it's because it's Will and Jada.
Yeah.
Because if it was anyone else, we would probably look at it, side-eyeing it, and just be like, oh, okay. But I think it's like everyone aspires to have such a beautiful black family unit.
Yeah.
Just like Will and Jada. So when you see them going through something... What did J. Cole say?
The real love, that Will and the Jada.
Yeah, and even like he don't want that real love, Will and Jada love. And then even like Alicia Keys was like, we can fight like Will and Jada, like, you know. So it's like they have been in songs, like we embody that love because it's been a love that stood the test of time.
Right, but they've been married for 25 plus years.
Yeah, it stood the test of time. But people need to realize with the test of times come ups and downs.
Yeah.
And if you can't find the person that you want to go through those ups and downs with, it's not a Will and Jada, because they literally have been through some shit.
I know.
And this is not even the first situation they've been through. It's just the only one that's publicized to this magnitude because of social media.
Yeah, I agree. And I love what they said. I love what Will said. He's like, it's such a blessing to have someone that's going to be with you no matter what. And they have such a beautiful relationship because they don't even call themselves husband and wife. They call themselves partners. They have a
I want a life partner. I want a life partner. I want someone.
You are my life partner.
I want someone like that.
It's like, I feel like we have to kind of change our idea of marriage. Because we think marriage is supposed to be this monogamous, beautiful, perfect
thing. And that
thing.
you love each other for life. And that it's like there's no bad times.
Yeah. And that's my kind of idea. But seeing Will and Jada, I'm like, wow. Because you know they love each other.
Yeah.
And you know.
You can tell, just look at their faces when they talking about it. Because she felt awkward saying the shit she was saying, but she knew she had to say it. So I much rather have someone who loves me and respects me and that we can withstand the test of time than some hot, cold love that this perfect relationship, because it's not going to be perfect. Perfect relationships don't exist. They do not.
So you have to find a perfect relationship for you.
Honestly.
And I always see people say cheating is not part of ups and downs. Okay, yeah. Cheating is not supposed to be a part of ups and downs, but in reality, cheating is a part of ups and downs. Yeah. And just because they say if you cheat on someone, you don't love someone. I don't agree. I feel like you can love someone and still cheat. I don't think you respect that person if you cheat, but you can still love someone and still cheat. So, unfortunately,
I don't necessarily agree with you don't respect somebody, though.
Yeah, I don't think you respect someone if you cheat on them, but I feel like you can still work things. You can still love someone and cheat on them. And unfortunately, I feel like in some marriages that went through the test of time, cheating has happened.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I saw this meme and it said, y'all want to know why y'all grandma and grandpas are still together. Well, Will and Jada are saying why, and y'all are making fun of them.
Exactly. And they're from a different generation.
They are.
And I feel like we should somehow, what's the word for it? Like, use that. Like, they're giving us some gems. Like, hey, this is what he said. We're going to ride together. We can die together. Bad marriage for life. Bad marriage for life.
Okay?
And
the thing is, I think it's like, I like when they say that, because it's like they're poking fun at what everyone is talking about. But
they're still being dead ass.
They're being dead ass. They're like, yo, we gonna be in this bitch until like the wheels fucking fall off, regardless of what y'all think is gonna happen, what y'all don't think is gonna happen. So I'm very appreciative that they are at a space where they're mature enough to have that conversation, because it's a very scary thing to
be that honest with someone,
and then to have your relationship on the forefront and everyone's looking to judge. Everyone's looking for something to fucking say. Like, I just think the memes are unnecessary. I feel like everything...
They're funny, though.
They're funny as hell.
The memes are funny as hell. I'm laughing my ass off.
I'm like... But guess what? It's a real thing. And I think once we normalize the fact that people go through shit in relationships and not everything is fucking perfect, then y'all fucking will sleep better at night.
I think so too.
Do you think that this would be such a big deal if this was Will's bitch coming out?
No. It definitely wouldn't be such a big deal if it was Will, because the way society views women, we are put up on a pedestal. So we're not allowed to make the same mistakes men make. And when a woman does the same thing a man does, it's like, oh my gosh, it's such like,
Yeah.
So, but men are allowed to mess up. Men are allowed to not be perfect.
Yeah.
Women, we're not allowed to not be perfect. So I guess because it's a woman, and not only is a woman, it's Jada motherfucking.
It's a powerful fucking woman.
Not only is it a woman, it's Jada motherfucking Pinkett Smith. Yeah. Someone that we look up to. So it's like, damn, bitch, you're just like me. Mm-hmm. Okay, you hoeing just like me.
Bitch, I love it.
Okay, but I see why you fucking well, August Alsina. Like, you know? So it wouldn't have been such a, because we've seen it. We've seen it when he was with, we all know he dated Cameron Diaz. Mm-hmm. We all know he dated the girl from
Margot
from Harley Quinn.
Yep.
So, but it wasn't as big of a deal because Will's a man.
Yeah. And
men are allowed to have outside relationships and women are not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which I don't think it's fair, because I want an outside relationship. No, I don't. No, I don't. I lied. I don't.
I'm telling.
Bitch. I don't know. Who are you talking about? Who's that? So, do you think there's a difference between situationships and entanglements?
No. Well, I saw a meme and it said the difference between an entanglement and a situationship is that when you're in a situationship, you're broke. Mm-hmm. And when you're in an entanglement,
you're rich.
You got money.
Right.
So, to me, I mean, it just really depends on, like, I don't know. I don't think there's really a difference because in a situationship, it's really not a relationship, and you don't want it to be a relationship, and you're trying to figure shit if it's going to be a relationship. So,
just like an entanglement.
It's like entanglement. It's a hot ass fucking mess.
It all is a hot ass fucking mess. And I know, right?
My question is, why do we idolize celebrity relationships?
I think a lot of people idolize celebrity relationships because they didn't have anyone to idolize growing up.
A message. A message.
I think that's why, because you look for that mom and dad. No matter how old you are, you look for the mom and dad.
Y'all know who my mom and dad is?
Who?
Penny and Big Sean. I think they are so goddamn cute. And they are a relationship everyone idolizes, but they went through some shit.
They did.
Like, that nigga cheated on her. She was suicidal. Like, it's like real, normal people shit.
Yeah. To me, I don't idolize celebrity relationships because I know celebrities are humans just like I am. So I don't ever look up to them. But I do see something like, okay, that's cute. I would want to have that. But I'm not like, I want love like this. I want love like this. Like, Sierra and Russell Wilson.
I want it.
Everyone says they want.
I want it.
Sierra and Russell Wilson love, but who don't know? What if Russell Wilson beating Sierra? We don't know that.
Then I would love to get beat by him because if
that's a football player, he's strong. Sis.
He's strong and he making money. But I'm just saying, Russell Wilson, even if he is beating her in private, he treats her like a fucking queen in public. So you know what?
So, ladies, it's okay to be beat in private as long as you.
That's not what Ami said. I'm just saying that if you want that Russell Wilson love,
he gonna get beat in private.
Bitch, find it, okay?
Nah, but
find it.
We don't know what's going on. So, unfortunately, a lot of us, especially Black people, we don't have positive role models in our life where we saw a real deep connection with our parents. Most of our parents never got married. All of our parents got divorced. A lot of our parents were just fuck buddies that just happen to have a child. A lot of us parents, us have multiple siblings from different dads. It's all these crazy things. So since we never have a core value of what we think a marriage should be like, we see Moneybag and Ari, we see Russell Wilson and Sierra, we see all these people and we want to be just like them. When in reality, who knows what the fuck they be going to? Because actually, I have a story for this. I know this one girl, and she looks like she is so in love with her husband. Mm-hmm. He takes her on trips. Is
someone you know personally? Mm-hmm. He said, okay.
He takes her on trips. He treats her nice. A, B, Y, and C. But I just got a little detail of what's going on in her life, and he's cheating on her. He is calling her fat. He's calling her ugly. He is disrespecting her. She changed her body because of him. She got her whole body done because of him. And from the outside, I'm thinking, oh, they have this beautiful relationship. But little did I know, he is depleting her self-esteem. He is having other bitches he's fucking in her face. He is disrespecting her. He is calling her ugly, fat, lazy, ABC. And I'm over here looking up the relationship like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I want that. But bitch, I don't want that shit.
I don't want that either.
So.
But if you Russell Wilson, hit my line.
You know what? A lot of niggas could be our Russell Wilson, but not a lot of niggas have Russell Wilson money. Y'all forget that part. Y'all forget that the money part is also part of being Russell Wilson. You
I don't know.
Broke and be a Russell Wilson nigga.
I just think I like
a whole team, bitch.
He bought her a fucking tea.
A team.
Tea.
He bought her a tea too?
A tea line, yeah.
Russell Wilson.
He bought her a tea line. So all I'm saying is, shit, just give me a fraction of that kind of fucking respect and love, because I'm gonna give it right back to you. You pour it into your woman, we gonna give it back to you tenfold. Like,
that's the thing. Women love harder.
We love way harder, and I just think that if I'm with a man that I feel like will stand like the test of time with me and is really riding for me, bruh. We ride together. We die together. Bad marriage for life.
Period.
Hello.
From the back.
Periana.
Stop saying that, because that's not true. I've never said niggas dick from the back. I have no plans.
So all we're really trying to say is, whatever relationship, situationship, entanglement you are in, if it works for you, it works for you. We can't even speak on it because we going through shit.
Yeah.
Shit, we going through shit, so we can't be the judges or like the navigational compass for y'all to understand what's going on. But entanglements are real, situationships are real, relationships are real.
Yeah.
So once y'all get that in y'all's fucking head, we can all move on. And while y'all feeling nice, but you gotta be smart about it.
But for real though. But if y'all haven't already in the beginning of the episode, look us up. Check us out at The Real Sip and Spill on everything except
Twitter, because we are Sip and Spill 1.
Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, because we are 5-star
bitches.
And we do have a YouTube. Please look it up and subscribe, because our views are kind of sad, y'all.
They real sad.
They're real sad. At one point,
hella sad.
Yeah, one view.
One view.
So come on now.
Because it was a day late.
If you want to see us with all our glory and all our beautifulness and all our blackness, please find us on YouTube.
At The Real Sip and Spill.
Bye.
Bye.
And